All right, welcome to my FX Buddies, the podcast, episode 107. Okay, you're going to hear some noises, possibly some music, possibly people talking. It's just, it is what it is. All right. Um, I am not a professional. Okay. All right. This I haven't recorded or updated, posted, whatever in a while, and there's quite a bit has gone on. But let me just do the stuff. So the blog, and it makes it so much easier for you, the listener, to follow along and have better cohesion if you go to the blog and watch the video. So you can go through the articles as I go through them. At least that's what I get reports of. Oh, it makes so much more sense when I watch the video. Okay, so if you are listening to this on YouTube, you are listening. The video that you need to watch is on the blog. The blog is myfxbuddies.blogspot.com. It's free. You don't have to put your email in or anything. Okay? um, rumble.com, my FX Buddies, but only the videos there. RSS.com has a transcript for those of you who say, I can't understand you. Go get the transcript and then you can read the transcript. It's pretty good. It's way better than YouTube's. What's the other thing? Spotify.com has video and audio. Apple Podcasts, anywhere you have, anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast, put in my FX Buddies and I might be there. And then also look for the more description, info, intro, something like that, and click on that. And then a box opens that has a link to the blog. So it's so easy, right? All right. So if you're on YouTube, you have to look for the word more below what you think is the video. And then that box clip comes open and you click on it and you're there. All right, so let's get into this. Currently, it is Saturday, September 14th. This should post early enough for the 14th, but you know, these websites do what they do. All right, so let me just go over some verbal things that they have done that I just cannot get video for. So I watch their news like I'm watching it right now, but it's on mute. Um, they've been showing in the mornings, just in the mornings. Occasionally, they replay the morning news. I guess if they have nothing else to show, if there's no sports or nothing else, then they'll replay the morning news. So the first thing they were showing, which I don't think I told you here, was it was about 6 minutes. And they showed three different debit cards that come, and they showed them how they come in the mail, attached to the paper. Then they showed the lady taking her ID and the debit card to the bank, to the teller, and they showed her getting cash from the teller. Then they also did ATMs. Okay, then they had another day. What did they show the next day? I think just more of the same, but they went to a different bank. So one morning they were in the Rafidan Bank. The next morning they were in the Trade Bank of Iraq. And then the third morning they were in Rashid Bank. And that one was different. They were showing people bringing in the 30 notes. And they were interviewing some guy. It wasn't anyone that I'm familiar with seeing. And there were just two bits of uh, information that I could translate. And one of them said, e-commerce is bringing in the cash mass, which is, that's the money they have in their homes. And then there was something else too that was similar to that. And then they were showing, so if you've seen any of the images that I like to show, you know they get like 6-inch wads of dinar, 4-inch wads of dinar. Well, the three people that I saw bringing in dinar, it was like 2 inches, right? Really, really thin. So I'm guessing they're probably not bringing in all of their notes, probably just the money they want to spend, right? But anyway, so that was very interesting. And then the next day, they showed them using their phones, tapping their phones, the cell phone on the point of sale machine. And also, they can do that at the ATM. They can tap, just put their phone to the ATM machine and then go like that. So they're really moving them right along. I mean, like I have yet to do any transaction on my phone, but I'm slow. I'm fighting that whole revolution. I don't want to be a part of that, but that's me. Okay. All right. So some of this news, yeah, look, so see, this is from September 10th. But I do like this article, which is why, because I started on September 10th. I started on the 11th. I started, right, but it just never finished. But I said, I have to do this because I think tomorrow might be another good day of information also. So they had this article, Dollar Crisis. Changing exchange rates will create huge problems. And smuggling is led by a deep state. Okay, I don't know why this link is like this. I'll have to correct that. So, by a deep state, right? So you see how they're taking um, names and stuff from our vernacular, right? Deep state. All right. So this was. Let me see. Why did I want this one read? The money market is suffering from major challenges. Oh, I know why. Okay. The money market is suffering from major challenges and is exposed to tremors at any moment, especially since the ability to control it is limited in most areas with the continued smuggling of the dollar, which has a lifeline for names and entities representing the deep state in the country in order to maintain its influence. So that right there tells me they know who, probably where, and how much. But for some reason, they don't want to say, right? So they say if you don't control the smuggling, the parallel price will remain high. Yeah, so if you want to read that, you should. You could. It's there at the blog for free. You don't even have to put your email address in. Just go there and it's right there. Let's see. Dollar crisis. Yeah, so there. Same. I don't know. I don't know what I did there. That's all jacked up though. All right, so great importance, the Iranian president's visit to Iraq, and these are its implications. Let me tell you, he came, I don't know what day, but he got full on everything. He got the red carpet, he got the special little military people that have the feather out of their hat and they do this dance. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be like a fight with the swords, but it looks like a dance. Very nice. I really like it. I really like to watch. Um, the military band was there playing whatever music for him. So, yeah, they just, he is special to them. Okay? No denying. So, I still don't know how to say his name. So, he's the Iranian president. Okay? So, he was there for 2 or 3 days. I know he's gone. He did leave. But, he went to, he met with, of course, Sadani. Sadani was first. But he even went, oh, excuse me. He went to Kurdistan also. But look, strange objects fall near the U.S. Embassy and the counter-terrorism headquarters at Baghdad Airport. So the night before the day that the Iranian president is supposed to get there, strange objects, which, yes, it was missiles or mortar shells, right? But still, even to this day, no one's taking claim of that they did it. So, you know, I think it was us. Because why would Iran or any of the Iranian backed militias, why would they do it, right? And then Iraq really seems to want him there, so why would they do it? So it had to have been us. And the area that they fell, they know it's an empty, whatever's in there, they didn't mind if it got damaged, right? So yeah, so they did that, but it didn't stop him from coming. He still came. So see here, he met Daddy Barzani, and then they talked, and then I don't have these in order. I apologize. I had to do this now, or it wasn't ever gonna get done. Let's see. I'm scrolling down. He met with the nephew Barzani and the son Barzani, but he met with them together. Here we go. Joint meeting between the presidents of the region, the Kurdistan government, with the Iranian president. Photos. Look how nice they look. Yeah, so you could read this if you want. They did a lot, and here's some more pictures if you want to see these pictures. They signed 14 memorandums of understanding. Some of them were the final signing, whatever that means, for all kinds of things. I'm sure I have it on here somewhere. So here is now this is a Talibani. Kubad Talibani is his name. The Talibanis are the second biggest family, second in charge family in Kurdistan. So he met with them also. And then Maliki has been nowhere to be seen. But all of a sudden, he comes out and makes a press conference. And here's the video. He says, the combined efforts and cooperation of political forces prevents any collapse that Iraq may be exposed to. So there's some negative Nelson saying the dinar is going to collapse, the political scene's going to collapse, the economy's going to collapse, and it's mainly because oil got down so low, right? But so he felt, I'll just make everyone feel better, and he gave a speech. There's his speech. And here's the last paragraph. The combined efforts, cooperation, and harmony of the political forces will prevent any collapse that Iraq may be exposed to, expressing his hope for the cooperation of all political forces to respect the will of the citizens, provide a decent life, and protect the country's sovereignty from any violations. Yeah, right. He could care less about them citizens. Well, I'm sure he cares very much about the wealthy citizens that back him, but not the others. Okay, so now we're going to go up here and I'm going to get. So while that means nothing to us, probably nothing to the RV, it was very significant for Iraq. It shows the power that Iran has inside Iraq. Here, unprecedented renaissance. Iraq's economy recovers and its debts fall to lowest levels. So this is Mohammed Saleh. He came out and said how much they've paid down their debts and all. So if you want to read that, that article is there. It is quite lengthy, but it's very detailed. Okay, then, and the point is, there's another one. I think this is it. The word Renaissance. We have not seen the word Renaissance in a while. So here is a different version. Economic Renaissance and unprecedented progress. Iraq maximizes its non-oil revenues and reduces its debts. So on this one, I have some things in blue. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4 points, I think. But here, the government is following a precise program to settle the external debt, which constitutes less than 9% of the country's total foreign exchange reserves, which are close to 108 billion, and that I believe that's low, and are the highest foreign reserves in the country's monetary and financial history. All right. Then they go into Mustafa Hantush, a researcher and specialist, and he points out, despite these measures that are listed above, the Iraqi economy still needs many steps, including effective monetary policies for lending, which is attracting deposits, financing investment that would create a cash cycle from surplus to deficit. So he's still like, yeah, we're not there yet, right? But now we're back to Mohammed Saleh, and guess how he closes out the article? He added, the economy is linked to security and reliance on political stability. And so remember last week, there was that article that had some people stirred up that said, we can't reduce the zeros. We can't remove the zeros until what? We get stable and what was the other thing? Stable and secure. And there he is saying it's still linked to that. Okay, so let's see what else. I think, okay, the oil minister came here. I still don't know how to say that man's name. So he's the oil minister. The Minister of Oil discusses with a delegation from the American company Hunt Oil the projects that the ministry is keen to implement. So there they are, right? You can make that picture bigger if you like. And then here's another meeting. So after congressional accusations, the oil minister arrives in America and offers promising investments. He also met with Honeywell and one other. But look at this. Look at this. It's like a horseshoe. Look at all those people there. Wow. That was a huge meeting. And here's just a different angle. So they talked about gas and oil and electricity, involving Turkey, I think Egypt, Qatar, and Emirati. So it really is an international thing. So, of course, we have to approve it, but they don't want you to know that. Okay, let's see. The oil minister, during his time here, ended up in the hospital. So I'm like, what the heck kind of conversation did he have that landed him in the hospital? They don't say what, they just said an emergent, I'm sorry if you're looking at this and I'm scrolling very quickly. I hope it doesn't make you seasick. Let's see. There's Maliki. Well, you know what? We'll get to it. All right, there was one more article up here that I wanted to cover before we get to the 13th. Or let's see. Oh, that might be it. That might be it. The oil minister. We talked about that. Oh, here, yeah. So the framework also came out without Maliki and said, we support Sudani and there is no demand for his resignation or early elections. So that's very good. That is very good. Just not only for the RV, I feel. It means, okay, we're just going to work with you. We're going to stop causing problems. That's what I hope that means. Okay, so now let's get to the 13th. Are you still worried about Friday the 13th, or is it just another day to you? Okay. Oh, but here is Samir Al-Nusari, and he invited us to the International Payments and Banking Technologies Conference, a platform to support digital transformation in Iraq. Okay, you should read this. This was huge. It happened today, and I think it's going to be tomorrow also. So we'll get into that. Let's see. Here's something about the budget. Parliamentary Finance Committee confirms that it will soon resume its investigation into changes made to the general budget law tables. So soon, right? Here, Rafadan explains the benefits of electronic payment. So here is they make these little infograms, and they're getting really good with them also. This one is an ATM or debit card and a point of sale machine. They have wireless ones, or not wireless, yeah, handheld wireless ones. And so it talks about electronic payment saves time and effort, enhances economic growth, eliminates the problems of damaged currency. And then here, work begins to prepare next year's budget. So, but this is right around the time, even though the budget is already prepared, right? Because they did a 3-year budget. By October 15th, they're supposed to have the budget together and ready to do the first vote. That's in the Constitution. All right, just so you know. Okay, so there's that. And then here is see his name? And sometimes they put a P there instead of a B. I will follow up the Iranian president. I will follow up on the implementation of the whatever that is, Basra railway project upon my return to the country. So these railroads and the development path and all of that, it goes through Iran too. So Washington accuses Iraqi militias of targeting U.S. diplomatic facility in Baghdad. So this is the one, and no one's saying they did it, but of course we're accusing them, right? The attack came hours before the Iranian president, Masoud. Oh, I could say his first name, Masoud. Look, same article. Here it is with a PE instead of a BA. So that's why I don't know what to call the man. No Iraqi faction has claimed responsibility for the attack, and the Iraqi Bala brigades, I'm not saying the whole thing, aligned with Iran, called on the government to uncover the perpetrators. All right. Okay, so this is today. Look at this. Someone found this video. I don't know who, but they sent it to me. So, I don't know. I'm just sharing it. It was sent to me. It's a Spanish news station, and they're talking about the dinar. So it's been translated courtesy of YouTube transcripts, right? But they say we have been waiting many, many years and many, many months and many, many hours, and here it comes. It says, I will do a summary of the Iraqi dinar situation and how it will develop on the news we're watching right now. So basically, they think the rate's going to change this month, and they give reasons. So you have to go to the blog to read it. Now, the video is here, the link to the video, but it's an hour and some odd minutes. And it's just these few minutes that they talk about the dinar. So from minute 1 and 10 seconds to 103 and 5 seconds, minute 1. Oh, wait. Sorry. Hour 1 and 10 minutes. That's where it starts. And it ends. Hour and 3 minutes and 5 seconds. So I just have that part there. But if you want to watch the whole video of, I don't know what they're talking about because it's in Spanish, go right on ahead. So that's why I just put the link. I didn't embed the video. Again, if you want to see this link, you have to go to the blog. It's not on YouTube. It's not on any of the other sites. It's on the blog, myfxbuddies.blogspot.com. Okay, so the rest of these articles are all about today, the meeting, central bank. Of course, I mean, all the heavy hitters. Atwani was there. Safwan Kwase was there. I didn't see Nabil Marsumi, but it wouldn't surprise me if he wasn't there. Al-Alaq was there. His deputy was there. I believe Sammy, Minister Sammy, the finance minister, I think she was there also. Um, and then, of course, lots of people. The Arab Monetary Fund guy was there. Um, the room was full. I'm gonna show you. I haven't been able to find any video though, so Um, I don't know why. Perhaps the news show, because it's a holiday. Sunday is the holiday, but they start the day before, sundown the day before. So I'm thinking maybe tomorrow in the afternoon they'll have video. Um, Sadani gave 2 speeches. He is so boring. Oh my gosh. I know I don't speak Arabic, but I've seen other Arabic speakers and they're not boring. Even though I don't know what they're talking about, they engage me, right? Even there was a guy, they show a guy, he was asleep. He's sitting they show it from the back, right? They don't show him from the front though. But his head, you know how if you've ever fallen asleep, like during a meeting or somewhere where you're sitting up, your head goes to one side and rests on the shoulder of the person next to you. Well, that's what they filmed. I saw him, even though he's saying this great stuff, right? He's talking about, um, let's see, central bank electronic payment systems have contributed to enhancing Iraq's compliance with anti-money laundering. Oh, you know what? Let's see. There's a bullet point. So see, they brought Al-Alaq up on stage. The number of digital banks in Iraq will be greater than neighboring countries. Oh yeah, more. They're gonna have another. Baghdad and the Kurds are gonna have another meeting next week. Here, this is the Private Bank Association guy. He was there. Abdel, I can't. What is his name? I can't. Wadi Handel. Wadi Handel, I think. Whatever. He was there. Okay, here. This isn't gonna do it justice. But look at these lights. I don't know, are those lights? Is that why it looks like blue or purple? But look at all the way back to the wall, over to the wall. So right here, they're standing up. They do prayers, and someone comes up and sings. They do all that stuff, all the protocol, before they start. But see how full it was? Amazing. So the activities of the Electronic Payment Conference towards Financial Stability in Iraq began today, Saturday, under the slogan Enhancing Financial Stability in Iraq. So that statement alone could say, well, we're already financially we're already financially stable. Now we're just going to enhance, right? That's but they ain't stable. All right, anyway, because let me see, Friday, either Thursday or Friday morning, the internet was down, so people couldn't use their cards at the gas station. So there were long lines at the gas station. So you tell me how the whole country is supposed to go electronic, digital, and you can't keep your electricity on all the time, and you can't keep the internet up all the time, right? But they're working on it, I know. So the conference was attended by representatives of the relevant Iraqi ministries, governors of foreign central banks, diplomatic missions, international institutions operating in Iraq, information technology companies, electronic payment companies, banks, and international financial institutions, in addition to Iraqi and foreign private bank operating in Iraq. So there was a ton of people, a ton. And of course, who gets to speak? Mohammed Saleh, right? Yeah, he's pretty important. So you should go to the blog. Here's the Arab Monetary Fund guy. Let me see how many names he has. Oh, not that many. Here's his title: Director General and Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Arab Monetary Fund. This is an abbreviation, I think. I think this is Farad, but they abbreviate it this way. I don't know. Fahd bin Mohammed Ali Al-Turki stressed today, Saturday, the need to work with Iraq to build national financial strategies through well-known and technical programs. So this is a big, big deal. Historical, all that stuff. So you might want to go read it. Here they're talking about how much money is already in international digital banks. 70 companies want to join. Okay, yeah, here. Sudani, Iraq Today is on the right path. So here's a bullet point article. Some people don't like to read all those details. They just like a bullet point one. And here it is. I think it is the second to the... We're almost done. I'm almost done. Okay. Well, here's the one. Ministry of Oil. The minister has recovered and his health condition is stable in the United States. What the heck? It just says he's recovered and his health condition is stable. I think he had a heart attack. I know it doesn't say that, but I don't know. You're here for 2 days and you end up in the hospital? I don't know. But I'm glad he's okay. They say he's going back home. Okay, here, there was another thing. There's been a lot of, we found this ISIS den and we took it out, right? There's been a lot of that going on, which I don't believe. I think they're just trying to make stories to build up the strength of their military. Who's this guy? Oh, it will transform Iraq into an open country, Sadani says. The path to development needs 5 years to complete. So you see why I don't talk about it? We're not going to be here 5 years from now. And yes, it's great. It's going to open Iraq up to the rest of the world, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah. So that's why I don't talk about it. Because we won't be here to see the completion of it anyway. Right? I'm positively speaking. So yeah, okay. So there's that. So it was this speech right here that was so boring. And then he took questions. And I wish, that's why I want to see if it's on video. I'm just wondering, perhaps there was a question about currency. I didn't hear dinar or dollar, so I doubt it. But if there's a video on YouTube, then I can translate it and see what questions were asked of him. So, of course, he talked about providing jobs, dealing with Iraq's housing needs, all the stuff they want to hear. So, and this is an interesting article that came out today as well. It's titled, Are the Winds of Economic Change Blowing After the Electronic Payment? So, it really is transforming their economy, pushing their people into, the great leap in the digital payment system in Iraq may be reinforced today by the physical and legal infrastructure provided by the Iraqi government through the decisions taken by the Council of Ministers to facilitate their work of digital companies and improve the digital climate in Iraq. So that was part of what Mohammed Saleh said. And look at the fancy camera they have that can move around. Here's a back view, but this was later. Matter of fact, I think this is a separate room even. I don't know. But anyway, so here's another article about Sudani. confirms Iraq's openness to partnership with all those wishing to contribute to the Development Road Project. Yeah, right. So, this is the last article. Yes, this is the last one. Investment Authority. Opportunities to be presented at the Iraq Forum have completed sectoral approvals. So there's some deals there that could be done that have already been approved. So if some of those people want to get in on this, man, they'll be there ready for them. I thought that was interesting. Because I don't think we're there. I don't think other than the groups that I think have permanent residents, like the World Bank, I'm sure there's always someone there from the World Bank. There's probably always someone there from the IMF, right? We know the ambassadors are always there. So, but we were not the focus. It was all about Iraq, all about them moving forward. So, they're doing all they can do. I'll tell you that. All right. So thank you for listening. Again, I apologize. I know this went over a little, so I'm not going to have a long closing. I will just say, well, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the comments. People leave comments. I haven't been able to respond because I've been really busy trying to get in order and stuff. Accumulate while we wait for the rate to appreciate. Don't miss any bills and pay all your don't miss any meals and pay all your bills. And until next time, remember, if there is a support, follow, join, whatever type of button there, activate that. And because I don't post regularly, when I do post, if technology works as it is supposed to, you'll be notified that I posted, and then you can go watch or listen to it. All right. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thanks again, and until next time.